next tutorial is Jen, and she is sitting for very blonde eyebrows. And I stupidly forgot to really clearly say that our hero product by MAC, brow set, and it's Girl Boy. So here it comes. Hi Jem.
Hi.
How are you, darling?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. This is beautiful Jem.
Hi.
And she's going to help me out today with the eyebrow tutorial on very fair, almost hidden blonde eyebrows. This one, for some reason, is showing up better as for the problem it is. But basically her hair is almost the colour of her skin. It's lighter than her own hair and a lot less red. So the best, especially given the actual shade, even though it's hard for you guys to see, is really nice. The best way to go with this is literally a brow mascara like that. And there's a huge amount of different ones. For example, Benefit, that's their biggest seller. It's a teeny one.
Yeah.
I know, cute,
It's
right?
cute, yeah.
Really good blonde. I have a feeling this won't have enough warmth in it because obviously your eyebrows actually need a little warmth. There's really good ones by Bobbi Brown, by MAC of course, even Art Deco, a cheaper brand. Have you heard of them, baby?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
They sold in Farmers, you know, like
Their
kind of-
packaging's cute.
yeah, and actually for a really inexpensive brand, they do some really great stuff.
Cool.
Today, given the range that we have in front of us, can you see, I'm going to try for this paler, more golden one. And let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So the trick with a brow set or brow mascara is that when you pull the wand out, it's got like about 80% too much product on it.
Yeah.
So first thing is you gotta literally take off what you feel like is most of it, especially until you really get a good feel for it.
Yeah.
It's fairly warm, let's see. It's good if an eyebrow isn't quite as warm as hair because it's a bit unnatural to see a really warm brow. So then with the technique, it's really important, you'll be able to feel this, Gem, that you colour the hair but not the skin,
Yeah.
especially at the moment where you want hair to show up and not skin. Okay, it's coming along. And it's a really great product if you have sort of a reasonable amount of hair or some growing back from an over pluck and you want to fill up each hair, you want to make each hair thicker and stronger. It's really good for that. Okay, so can you see the difference? Have a little look. That looks kind of amazing already.
Yeah.
I'm just going to grab you, Gem, a hand mirror.
Yeah.
You check your brows out while I'm running around. Yeah, just so you've got a hand mirror right there. What we're going to do, Jam, is I'm loving the colour, so it's perfect. It's called Girl Boy.
Ooh.
It's not just for girls. Of course this shit is not just for girls because boys sometimes have such bleached eyebrows. It's a real Celtic thing, of course. So that's why I have the same. I always use a brow set and I use Beguile by MAC, which is amazing as well. Let me try and do this without covering the work. So honey, can you feel how I just put it in and come backwards?
Yeah.
I find that a really good way because until you're finally happy with your sort of amount, your coverage if you like, I don't put them into place.
Gotcha. What's the reasoning behind that?
Just so I can keep adding product.
Yeah.
And it seems to go on better and cleaner always against itself. Once you start coming down, it gets closer to the skin, you're more likely to get the product on the skin.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can see. Yeah, perfect. And what you can do is just keep going and keep building. And sometimes you might feel like possibly in this case I've taken too much off. But when you start working with this product, it's really good to, work with way less than way too much.
Yeah.
Because way too much and it's like a splodge, and trying to get it off won't work. You'll have to take all the brows off because it won't have this beautiful hairiness to it anymore.
Yeah.
You will have rubbed some of it onto your skin.
Yeah. Is that how you end up with slugs?
Slugs, I guess people just think slugs is a massive eyebrow, right?
Yeah. Just a big...
So I tend to just bring them all up and then wrap them into shape. And as well, you know, Jim, eyebrows at the moment are super sort of hair orientated, so people want to see them full and lifted and fluffy.
For sure.
So bring your face that way. Oh, amazing.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And relax that side. Yeah. Naturally, Jem pulls up that side of her face more. It's totally normal that we do that. I do one side as well. So what you can do sometimes is bring more lift into the side you don't lift, and gently bring down the side you do lift. If you want a bit more symmetry, but a face isn't symmetric, and it's not meant to be. Yeah, see, that just gives it a tiny bit more symmetry.
Yeah.
I would say there's just nothing else to do, except possibly what you could do if you wanted, is take a very tiny brush, use your same product like an eye gel, teeny little bit on here, and if you look straight into the camera, babe, which is there, that's cool. It took me a while as well. Just the beginning is quite little. It's just a thing it's quite narrow, and what we could do, sorry, I'll pull you back a little bit, but then I'll show you, is build a little bit the width of that part. Let's see if I did it, not quite, a tiny bit more. And at any time, you can use a brow mascara just like a brow gel if you want to.
Yeah.
Tiniest little change. I don't know if you're even noticing it, babe, but just draws the beginning a little bit fuller.
Sorry, phone's going nuts.
Because you're popular, babes.
Yeah.
They're like, let's go for wine.
Oh,
Does that make any difference?
Yeah.
Tiny bit. And of course, you've got to be super careful that you make it really soft at the start, because otherwise it looks like you had a lawnmower going through there. Oh my God, and let's face it, death by lawnmower. Death by lawnmower.
Oh, babes, imagine it.
Done, it's perfect. And if the only other things would be if the brow shape was woolly and not very beautiful to start with, I would then, you know, take a few outside of that perfect shape that we already know out if need be. But one of the cool things about having really pale brows is you can just colour the area you want to. You don't have to take any out. So when fashion changes and perhaps it goes from this, it goes very fine again and very smooth, then you end up using something like this product by Benefit. I knew that. This is really cool. So it's a wax, which I find too warm for most people, so it's designed for your colouring. So you would paint it into a fine line, leave all the other hairs, and then that's a set.
Oh.
It's like a powder set. Yeah. So when fashion changes and we need to update how you go about your eyebrows so they look up to date, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, thanks, honey, and hope that you guys out there learned something from today. And just know that it doesn't matter what shade you are. There is such a massive range of eyebrow mascaras out there from a lot of companies. And I know, having spoken directly to Benefit about their eyebrow range, their their little tiny one, which is a colour I use, because it's a really cool blonde. It's really nice. This is their biggest seller in brows. So it just shows you that a lot of people are using these products, really like them.
Yeah.
And they're simple to use if you just use that approach.
Yeah, that seemed pretty
Basic,
simple.
right?
Yeah.
And you're out of here, honey. With your Ferrari brows.
Yeah.
Bye.